So if you think about an arrow, everyone thinks about the tip of the arrow. It's sharp, it does the penetration. Same with sales. They're the sales teams, they're the ones who penetrate those first customers or first consumers or first enterprise businesses. But that arrow and the tip of that arrow and the sharpness of that arrow cannot be effective without the fletching, creating the velocity in the spin, and without the shaft, creating the strength to penetrate something. The tip of the arrow is actually the last thing that actually penetrates anything at all. And therefore, there has to be something, to your point. Everyone has a role and responsibility. So this is why I think about sales as an enterprise-wide sport. And now I'm going to build this out. It starts with you folks in this room, entrepreneurs, founders who have a vision to do or build a solution that is needed in the market or creating a market if you're creating a new market opportunity. From there, you got to build the product. You have engineering. From there, you have product management to identify the persona you want to sell into, your target audience. Once you've identified who that is, then who comes along? You need product marketing to help market the product. Then someone has to create demand gen. And oh, by the way, look where sales is. Because this is why, if you go back to my slide, whenever there's an outage in sales or your sales has not accelerated as fast as you expect it to, or if sales starts to slow down, everyone always goes and says it's a sales issue, when in fact, I would proclaim that more times than not, it's not a sales issue, right? Don't get me wrong, salespeople need to be, if it's a performance-based sport, as I think about sales, unfortunately, it's black and white. This is your number, do you hit it or not? And if you're on a true performance-based sales culture, you gotta have a little turnover. But most of the time, there's typically an outage somewhere along the way. Imagine hiring a whole team of sales and you're paying them, I'm making a figure up here, $10, right? Which is very expensive to go out and what are they doing? Just cold calling and prospecting. Why wouldn't you have marketing do that in the digital era and age we live to fill the top of the funnel? You can do it for $10, you can do it 10 times more than an individual contributor. So these are just examples, right, of where you can have an outage along the way. And then I do put a last one here, support and service are also known as customer success. So this is the life cycle of sales. It's not sales alone.